Morning, everyone. I almost forgot that it was List 5 Live. So I'm totally disorganised this morning. I'm going to list something. Let's start by listing something. That's a good way to start, isn't it? See who we get in. I'm looking for a bundle of Smurfs, which I can't find. It's just sold, which I saw just over a week ago. I've sold a silver PS2, but the controller doesn't work. So I've got to flip it around with one that does work. Got to flip the silver case. I think that should be fairly straightforward. Thought about doing that live, like now, but I think I'm just going to list a few bits. So I've got a load of stuff to go out today. I was thinking about sending it yesterday. Last week I did it on Sunday. It was pretty good, but it's kind of been left till today. So I've already been to UPS, and I'm popping down the post office a bit later on, and Hermes a bit later on. But yeah, the first thing I'm listing is this, which isn't going to sell for very much. I've got two of them, and it's a bit of a spares and repairs job because I haven't tested it. This one's missing the switch. You can still work it, but it's missing the switch. And this one's got a little bit of a broken plastic bit. So normally they'd sell, if even for like untested, they'd sell for a tenner each. But seeing as these are a bit knackered, I'm just going to sell them for a tenner for the two. I just want them gone. So we'll get those on, and I'll go out of focus. Hello, JR. How you doing? Hello, Pink Harpy. Hello, Pete's Retro. Nespresso, Jeff, and Gimbal. Good to see you. Yeah, I almost forgot this morning. I've been like running around like a mad thing. Yeah, so I'm kind of like a bit like a headless chicken. So I've got to repair this PS2. It hasn't got to be done today, or this stuff hasn't got to go out today. The Smurfs don't have to go out today. Hi, Luke. How you doing, mate? Hi, Leo. So yeah, just get some shiz on eBay. The one thing I like about doing this, do 5, get them on. I feel like I've got a load of stuff to do today, but I'll just spend like 40 minutes, get 5 on. And this could easily slip. Easily slip. JR's asked me if I plan on buying any Black Friday deals. No, I've never bought any Black Friday deals. I used to do more online and retail arbitrage than I do now. I'm generally more focused on getting a load of stuff in the boot season and getting enough to see me through the winter. It's funny. I did see someone who does online arbitrage. They posted their turnover figures, and I am going to do a video on this. Comparing. What I'm going to do is compare an online arbitrage model, which would probably be 30% ROI, 40% if you're lucky, compared to a charity shop model. Buy everything from a charity shop. Now these are hypothetical models, which of course you never get a reseller who solely sources from a charity shop, but it's just for the sake of argument. So charity shop stuff, generally clothes, I normally say it's got to be, I've got to sell it for at least 4 times what I buy it at. And that's my kind of what's in my head. Sometimes it's obviously less because you make mistakes, and sometimes it's more. But yeah, as a rule, about 4 times. And car boot. Now, car boot can obviously be anything. I bought stuff for a £5 and sold it for 200. It can happen. But as a rule, I was going to do the model of you buy something and sell it for 10 times more. And just sort of comparing how much profit you would make on a 60 grand turnover. So it's a very, very long-winded way of promoting my video that's going to come out, which I haven't even done yet. But no, I haven't done any Black Friday deals. I think the only I'd only do Black Friday deals for buying stuff for my own use. So I bought the webcam, which is a 1080 Logi, and I got that for 26 quid. And they at the start, I got it just over a year ago, just before I started doing YouTube. And I think at lockdown they were going for like silly money, like 60, 70. So there you go. It can happen. You can make lots of money. But yeah, no, I'm not doing any. Yeah, it's funny when I do these videos because I did one before, and someone who was very much focused on arbitrage because. Sort of said, "Oh, you don't get it; it's volume," and I do get it; it's volume, but it's also time, and it's everyone's different. So, for me, I'd say it's 95% boot fair stuff and stuff I'm getting really cheap at and selling on a really high ROI. But if I'm passing a charity shop and I, dip in and I see something, or if I don't often go around Tesco's or Asda. This is a thing, and I can't be bothered to sort of search online. If I see something, I'll get it. So why wouldn't you? I don't tend to leave anything which will make me profit. Hi Leanne, how you doing? We've got a new little nature feeding bit in the garden. All it is 3 logs. I'll have to do a photo of it. It's like they were cutting down a tree down the road. I'm saying this because Leanne might be interested. And there was a big flat, only thin, but like really sort of big disc of tree. So there's that. There was like a bit which was 3 branches coming out about so high, and then there was another log, and we got that and we put it right by our sort of back door. And all the birds have been all over it. We've been covering it. We have magpies and pigeons, squirrels. I had a fox the other day. And apparently one of the neighbours' cats was eating like suet stuff off of it. Luke's profit margin is down. He's been doing his analysis on the numbers. I tell you what, though, maybe down, but it's better than if you did online arbitrage, I think in my head I worked out that if you worked on like a 40% ROI and you turned over 60 grand, and I will do this in the video, and assuming that the items are around about 20 or 30 quid, firstly, you have to find a hell of a lot of items, like online arbitrage. So, 20 quid, £60,000 turnover divided by £20. What's that? 550 into 1,000. I can't work out what it is, but it's a lot. It's assuming you only have 5 of each item, or maybe 10 of each item, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So actually finding that amount of stuff is no easy task on online arbitrage. And then once you do all that and you sell it, 60 grand turnover on a 40% ROI, you probably earn about 15 grand. Now I'm nowhere near that turnover anyway, so it's a bit of a but like I say, it is a mix. Yeah, we got the idea of Monty Don, or Liz got the idea of Monty Don. What's everyone up to? Intelligent Zombie is doing the housework. Rock and roll indeed. Yeah, well, I'm going down the post office. I've already been down UPS. I've given one of my boys a lift into school, and because I'm a bit like, my shoulders are done in. I was working I was on the computer late last night, and I've already got a dodgy elbow. I've got tendonitis in my elbow. My right shoulder's frozen up, and I've got a bad kind of like leg as well, which I'm putting down to too much sitting at the computer. So I'm trying to do some exercise. Right, let's get these on. That's 10 minutes of gassing. Right, it's a Hornby 902 circuit control, and like I say, I'm just going to sell these as untested for 2 for a tenner. Do you want to get rid of them? Yeah, sales have been mad, been really, really good. And I've not been going out, going frantic. So that's good. I'm up. I'm putting it down to like the constantly looking at stock. Definitely helps. Pond's doing well, yeah, really good. Went past it the other day and thought, shall I do a little video down here? I will do. It's probably just things are about to die back, so it's probably looking at the best it can at the moment. But we had frogs, toads, didn't have any newts. We got newts in our other little one. But yeah, it really established really quickly. So I'll do a little video of it, I think. You kind of think, oh, no one's going to be interested. You do worry about your YouTube channel. Like my subs have just not increased like lately. It's kind of like stabilized at the I don't know what I'm on, 1,200 or something. Or no, what am I on? 2,100, I think. And but I think you get to a point where you're not too worried, to be honest. But yeah, you got to do the videos you want to do, so I'll do that. Right, here we go. Sell it yourself. 902 circuit control. Hi, Etic, how you doing? Not seen you before. Etic 85. Does that mean you were born in 1985? Which makes me feel very, very old. Although you're someone born in 85 is still 35. So I don't know why, it's not horrendously young. Hot UK Deals is a good website. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was on that about 2 or 3 years ago. Never really found that much. Hi, William. How you doing? My son was telling me I should sell my Charizard and get it rated, but I haven't. Normally, when he tells me, to do something, I just don't, because he shouldn't be telling me what to do. This guy spelled circuit wrong. Right, let's get it on. We are on week 22 of the year. For me, I'm on a 6-month cycle, as you may well know. So another thing I'm going to have to do is check all my week 22 stuff and all my week 9 stuff from a while ago. Yeah, I'm getting old. I've been here many times. Oh, sorry, Etic. Yes, that's, I always say things like that. And then I think, hang on a minute. I'll think about it for 2 minutes. And I think, yeah, no, I've seen the name. And I'm looking at that now thinking, yeah, I've seen the name. So, hello, Etic. Welcome back. Yeah, Pokemon's only going up. Morning, Tom. How you doing? Do we know who won the listing challenge yet? Or is it tonight? I didn't know whether Nick was on last night. Shove this under small electrical. These are all drafting up, by the way. I haven't done any photos or anything. So, untested. 1 unit missing switch. 1 unit has switch. Plastic snapped off top of switch. There we go. Yeah, I almost forgot about today. I was I'm kind of not on the ball at the moment, but there you go. That's a good thing about having a routine which is simple. I like simple. Yeah. So tonight, yeah, Nick and the Payne brothers and Tom and George and Andrew have all been doing a listing. I did it last time, did my head in. But the results are on tonight. I imagine Andrew's done a load of clothes. Nick's probably done a lot of media with a few smattering of Hoovers. And the Paynes have done loads of really expensive electrical stuff and loads of it. So we'll see. It'd be Richard probably who wins. I think last time I got the second highest value, which I was, reasonably chuffed and surprised about. And I got this, I might have got the second highest amount of listings. So I was somewhere in the middle, which was fine by me. And what it enabled me to do was I seemed to be hanging around that 500 mark of listings. And of course, number of listings don't mean anything, but sometimes you do want to sort of give it a bit of a shove. And it did. It shoved me up to around about the 600 mark. So I don't want to sort of like drop back from that. Although, if everything sells, then that's the whole point of it, isn't it? But do you know what I mean? It's good to get the stuff on. Right, here we go. That's that one done. Untested one, you missed a switch. That's all right. See photos. Yes, I've got to find these Smurfs. Christ knows where they are. I saw them, just over a week ago, because that was one of my kind of re-lists because it hasn't sold, which just proves that things do sell. Right, that's that one. Right, I've got a whole load of shiz in here. I've just kind of grabbed this pair of shoes. Now, I've got to clean these. Got to do a bit of a cola flipper on them. But I've got about 3 pairs of shoes. I'm assuming they're genuine. Anyway, Nike Air. Now, is this the one where you can look up the number? There's an article number on these. I always forget whether it's Nike or Adidas. Might be Adidas, actually. They've got a date. And they should... Oh, God, I just dropped it. What else have I got to do? I've got to pack a video combi, so that's going to be fun. 820256. I noticed I had a Mario Kart listed this morning, and it hadn't sold for a while, which I was quite surprised about. Kind of like standard price of about 23 quid with a wheel. But I'd spelled Mario Kart with 2 Ks. I mean, what an idiot. So I got an offer of 17 on it, I think, and I declined it. And Adidas Flyknit sneakers. They look very genuine. And it says here, I put in the number, £230. That's new, by the way. Let's have a look here. The tread looks... Oh, sorry, not Adidas, Nike. Okay, well, this looks rather good. No doubt I'll look it up on eBay and it'll be 50p. Air Force One Flyknit sneakers. If there's any shoe experts out in there, out in the world of YouTube. Right, let's stick that into eBay. Do you know what? I sold a Guitar Hero. I saw Nick's been selling them for about 70, 80 FPM on sorry, I'm just reading Luke's. He's caught my eye with some Amiga talk. And yeah, he was selling them FPM. Let me sort this camera out. I sold a Guitar Hero Legends of Rock about 2 months ago for 35 quid boxed in really good condition. And I was thinking I should have kept it for Christmas. Should have done it FPM on that Amazon. I've just sold a guitar on its own, like just a white guitar, for, I don't know, 20 quid or something. Maybe it could have gone high. It's first time. I've never bought Guitar Hero stuff, and should do, really. I'm not too sure how to pack just the guitar. I mean, I'll obviously bubble wrap it and probably create a box, but I don't know whether to sort of... Let me get it. Perhaps you can give me some advice. crap everywhere. I need to tidy up. So I've got this right. Do you just... I'll probably put something in between there and go like that, and then just bubble wrap the thing like that, and then just box it, or should I go like that? So would you go for A or B? And I'll tape that down, I think. It's a bit prone. Or, A, B, or C? Which one? Let me know. Vote now. Can anyone help? Okay, we'll try and help. Luke, I'll message you about that. Yeah, definitely. Tom's got 4,000. Tom, you're just showing off, mate. They're all like £1 listings. Yeah, Amazon. Tom is, yeah, definitely look at Tom's videos for Amazon. Look at F&S resellers as well. They do a lot on Insta, but they have got some YouTube videos. That's Faye and Simon. So it's F__S_resellers. And there's lots of other people as well. Yeah, Amazon's really good. I think with Amazon, and it's only my personal opinion, it's brilliant if you're doing so much eBay that you haven't got time to deal with eBay. If you've got to the point where your eBay is so huge, or if you've got a good contact, or if you just want to focus on it and you want to try and source and do RA, OA. But yeah, if you have a good contact for media, for example, that's the obvious one. And of course, media isn't the easiest thing to get into because you might be gated. But it's like anything. I mean, you can dip your toe in the water. Definitely with games. Games is what I got into, and then I did other bits of RA, small electrical bits and bobs. But yeah, it can be great. It can be fantastic. So even though A, B, I've forgotten what B was. It was side by side, wasn't it? C. A. Cut and bubble and box. Yeah. Okay. Clear as mud. Right, let's list something else. Yeah, oh God, I haven't listed these yet. These bloody night things. Right, okay. Air Force Flyknit sneakers. How much do you get for a pair of Air Force Flyknit sneakers? Yeah, I'm kind of like, I might not do 5 today. I'm kind of just in, I'm literally all over the place. I'm just thankful that I've got all my posts done. But yeah, I'm absolutely kind of done in at the moment with various done in shoulders and elbows. So it's too much computing, and not necessarily work either. Okay. Well, as usual, eBay. I always expect eBay when I look at solds to show me the exact one I want. 50 quid for a pair of rainbow ones. I hate this grid view. Does anybody actually like the grid view? Oh, search terms got sneakers in it. Let's get rid of that. Black, white. Yeah, this looks like my pair. 59 quid. Went on an offer. Ooh, perhaps I might ask this with a box as well. Well, I'm thinking 50 quid. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was, thinking about 20, 30. I'm never very good with trainers. 85. Oh, that's rainbow ones. 65. Some of these are high tops. Well, I think I'm going to go for 50 quid. It's Shelley Shelster. Are you being filth, Pete? What are you talking about? What have I said now? You always use lists. Yeah, Etik, I'm with you there. And the weird thing is you only get it on certain listings. I'm cutting the top of my head off. You know, some listings you search, I don't know, whatever, and you get a list. But it seems to be with clothes, actually. You type in a clothes listing and boom. Remember those bunch of Nikes I picked up at Sutton? I got 150 for a pair of Jordans. I do remember. That was in the corner, wasn't it, Luke? You just sort of went over there and you got a load of... Weren't they all boxed or something? But it doesn't surprise me that you go off and come back with a bag full of, you know, absolutely mint items while the rest of us cry. It's just, you know, that's the norm. Google lends them. Yeah, maybe. I haven't got my phone on me at the moment. I'll just stick them on for 50 quid. Right, what size are we talking? Size 5. If anyone's size 5. No, obviously, I've never sold anything to a YouTube subscriber. It shows the quality of my goods, I think. Now, men's or women's? Women's, I think. Always difficult with trainers. Oh, so I am on doing a bit of a stint on Shelster channel tomorrow. Oh. She was having loads of guests on. I thought to myself, she hasn't asked me yet. And I thought, I won't say anything because I'm quite subtle with things like that. I never sort of say things like I've got a channel or anything like that. But I'm on tomorrow. I've got no idea what time. I imagine it's sort of 10:30, which is when Princess Shelster goes on. Do subscribe to Princess Shelster. She's the best channel on YouTube. And she streams every morning at 10:30 for a bit of chit chat. And she's had Zion. She's had Kirsten on. She had who did she have on the other day? I've forgotten her name. That's terrible. She had someone else on the other day. I'll remember in a minute. See, you see what I'm like, Etik. I'm often useless with names. It's David Resells and Collects. How you doing? Yeah, I've had some Jordans. I've never got over 100 for a pair of trainers. I've got 70, which I thought was amazing. Yeah, it can be very lucrative. I don't tend to buy a lot because I don't know a lot about them. But any good pair of shoes, you know, like I've got a load up here, and I normally try and get them for about a £5. I may go up to a tenner if I think they're a bit special. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. All right, it's at 10 a.m. FFS. There's no need for that language. Is this how it's going to be tomorrow? Yeah, I'm ready. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm morning ready. Right, I've got another pair of trainers. In actual fact, I've got loads of pair of trainers. This is a wonderful, like, smorgasbord of what I'm listing. More trainers, some plushies which have been hanging around, and a Puppet Company bird. Let's do this in his ear. I'm always picking these horrendous things. But I always pick them up because look at the eye. Good God. Well, there we go. Scare my children with that. The eye is watching you. Right, 10 a.m. on Shelf Serenity tomorrow. Is that a fat PS2 behind you powered on? It is a fat PS2, but it's not powered on. That is, in actual fact, that's a slim. That's where the power lead goes. I'll bring it a bit closer and all will become apparent. There we go, it's the back. And these are two fat PS2s down here, which you can't see. Silver one, the black one, and neither of them work. So there you go. Right. Too slow a seller. Well, you're probably charging too much, Shell. Yeah, I like them. They're easy to pack. Let's just get this one on. Hand puppet emu, rod hull. Someone selling a rod hull emu bird. Nice. Oh, there's my exact one. Let's just copy that exact listing and sell it for £1 less. Okay, had to do eBay. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Hi, Aid. How you doing? How'd you do with the listing, Aid? Heck, tell us your. Well, perhaps you shouldn't tell us how much you did because it's all been revealed tonight. But how did you find it? Tell us how you found it. When I did it, by the time Friday came round and it was finished, I was like, thank God that's over. I'm never doing it again. It's weird how you can have loads and loads of stuff and think you've got nothing to list. I suppose everyone gets this. Right, toys and games, new in, $8.99. All these are being drafted, by the way. I'm kind of like being very slapdash. But, you know, a draft is better than nothing. There we go, done. Yeah, stressful. Yeah, rubbish. Yeah. It's why I like my 5 a day. You can really beat yourself up about listings, but if I can wake up in the morning and do 5, and I may do more, you know, because sometimes I might be in the groove and do like 40. It has been known. But if I just do 5 every day, lovely. And even when you go off the rails, which I think everyone does occasionally, you kind of forget, how should I do it? And I just think, oh, I'll just do 5. Yeah, one of those PS2s doesn't have a laser in it. The whole laser unit's missing. So, but I did get it free, so I'm not going to moan about that. Right, this is something else. This is a pair of Airwalks, I think. Are they Airwalks? Oh no, they're Vans. Off-the-wall Vans. Absolutely no idea if these are good. They need a clean. They need a bit of a cola flipper. Yeah, Aid, I know what you're saying. You need a big pile of like media, CDs or something. Easy peasy. Right, how much a pair of Scotchgard Airwalk off the wall? Michael Jackson album Off the Wall. Let's see what that comes up with. So how's everyone else's sales? I actually hit a record turnover, which is nice. My kind of eBay progression, it's not like that. You know, I've been doing it full time for how long? Over 4 years. But I track my progress by doing average 12-month sales. So look at my last 12 months and I average it over the month. You could say the whole lot. You don't need to divide it by 12. And it's always been, and Yeah, it's going well. I've kind of found that I'm over the last 6 months. I've been consistently at like a high turnover level, which has been good. I mean, it's not crazy, but yeah, I hit a 90-day. You know, that 90-day number you get, that went over a certain amount, and I was like, oh, never been here before, and I'm up 25% on a year ago. But of course, in January, if you're new to eBay reselling, come January, February, your sales will go down. Probably. So expect it. Yeah. Yeah, all mine are up. It's good. Yeah, I used to get a bit like, in January, sort of January, February, March time, just before the boot fairs started, you get like, oh God, it's all gone, Sales are down. And of course, they'd be down on Christmas period and people are not spending as much. You've got to expect that around that time. Don't think things always go up. And that's why I always look at a 12-month period. So, yeah. Right. How much is a pair of Vans off the walls? Yes, I'm really looking forward to being on shelves. It should be good. I do miss, like a regular thing that I know people do regular shows. Like this is every Monday. What am I selling? Well, I'll tell you tomorrow, Shell. But I miss things like when Z and Nick used to do their chat, and it was, just two resellers talking about chat. These aren't huge amounts of money. What am I selling? Well, I have got a sales video, because seeing as I'm completely short on ideas for YouTube, I seem to be doing selling videos. What has sold. I'll give you a brief. Why isn't that working? Site cannot be reached. Run network diagnostics. I will tell you. I'll give you a quick top items that have sold, Shell, and then you can go out and source them and for cheap and sell them. I'll give you the list of my entire shop. Yeah, this year I was really, when the first lockdown was over, I was scraping the bottom of the barrel at that time. Yeah, it was good because I was doing a load of old stuff that being hanging around, like Lego. The DNS server isn't responding. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, no, it is. And so I'd sold a load of stuff that I got sorted out, which was great. And I just thought I'm going to source like mad. And that's the key, really. A synopsis. A synopsis will do. All right, let's sort this by total paid. And this is the last 3 months, I think. And of course, with that, you do make a few mistakes, and that's another video I'm going to do. Mistakes like milk bottles and God knows what. But I get more things right than I get wrong, so it's been really good this year. Really enjoyed it this year. So Video Combi was the most expensive, and then that silver PS2 that went for. Why am I only got? Oh, it's a waiting dispatch. Doofus. See all orders, right? I'll give you the top 10. This will probably save you having to watch my video. So I've got 260 quid VHS Combi, which would have been bought for 5 to 10 quid. Set Harry Potter shell, 200 quid. So these are all these are the last 3 months. Le Creuset for 175, a Hornby thing for 170, another Le Creuset for 160, another VHS Combi for 156, a big clock for 130, pair of Doc Martens for 120. You know, all the stuff I normally get. You know, Combis, Hornbys, a Moulinex Master Chef for 110, PS3 backwards compatible for 100 quid. Tomy Trackmaster Thomas, nothing like amazing, but there you go. Yeah, the hardest part is building up your inventory for the first time. That is spot on. I remember when I first started this, and you kind of go along to the auction in Tooting, and you don't buy that much because you're a bit timid, but you might get 6 things and you think, oh, this is it. These are the items, and you get them home, you put them on eBay, and you look at them every day. And the trick is just get stuff and almost forget it. Keep moving forward. So, like, I'd forgotten about these, but if these go on a list and they're on, and you're moving on to the next thing you're sourcing. And I mean, one thing I also do is after 3 months, they don't just sit there and be left. Now, some people do that. It's the kind of like they will sell eventually business model, which is fine. But I'm a kind of like, it hasn't sold. Let's get it moving, and that's really helped as well. So it's a mix. Maria is still haunted by those Doc Martens and also the Le Creuset as well, which she turned down for 30 quid. But I'll just follow her around. Maria is Luke's sister, who doesn't like paying up, but sometimes it helps. I'll just follow her around and see what she rejects and then go for it. So if I can follow Maria but get in front of Luke to get all of the good stuff he nabs, then basically I've got car booting sorted. That's all I need to do. But yeah, just like go for it and try and be a bit organised, which I'm not. I find it a lot easier to make a mess than I do to clear up a mess. And I am in a mess at the moment, but there we go. That'll get sorted. Hello, Bailey. How you doing? Right. Yet again, I've come off this bloody off the wall Vans, and I don't think they're worth very much at all. I can see a pair that has sold by it now for £8. It's a pair of Disney ones. These aren't Disney. 20 quid for a pair of black leather. Oh, no, I'd say 20 quid. Men's Van off the wall, black leather high top trainers. That looks tight get. Yeah, Bailey, I'm doing exactly the same. I will show you my sacks. There we go, there's one all ready to go. And I'm not even like a proper clip and drop or drop and go, whatever it is. All they said was just write on a bit of paper, like all of the postcodes. So there we go, small parcel, large letter. And I'll stick that in the top, in one of the clips. Go in there, past all the queue, go. There we go, I'll pick up the receipts tomorrow. Fantastic. Oh, nice one, William. Yeah, those Thomas trains can be really good if you can get them cheap. It's Kieran's in the house. Oi, Peter. How you doing, Kieran? Good to see you. I'm going to have to sort out another sort of chat thing and get you on. It's Maria. Hello, Maria. Yeah, I need to do another of those any reseller questions. I just haven't been asked to do it. Maria, we're just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Next car boot season, you're going to be like splashing out a bit more on Doc Martens and Le Creuset. I think you need to do it. Although, don't buy it in front of me. Otherwise, I'd just imagine if I had you and Luke coming up to me saying, "Look what I've got." I think my head would explode. Right. 20 quid. Sell one like this. God, these pair I'm looking at, they look like in a right state. My advice to a newbie would be pick it up, then if you don't regret it later, and get your packing in place first thing. Yeah. Lots of like, I definitely sort of have some sort of routine. I mean, I have routines. I don't stick to them, but at least I've got routines. So I feel like I can always, you know, I've got a reference to get back to. It's like ideally, I should tidy up every sort of evening. You know, finish. I've just spotted a fox walking along at the top of a fence. That is nuts. Ideally at about sort of like 6 o'clock, I should go, right, enough of like faffing around. Let's have a quick tidy up and let's get like a handful of things ready to list tomorrow morning. But I never do it. I'll never do it. Maria has a funny turn. Oh, well, I used to be like that. You know, I used to go to Car Boots and sort of think that I'm going to be picking up everything up for £2. And the amount of stuff I would have turned down. And, you know, even if you think, yeah, like Wheeze is a good example. I always used to buy Wheeze and I'd be like loath to pay over a tenner for like a Wii bundle, no matter what it was. So I'd seen these like boxed Wiis, and you know, people were asking 25, and you know, it's got loads of stuff with it which you could part out and sell the you know, games and stuff. And I actually bought a Wii bundle. I can't even remember whether it was boxed, like right at the start of lockdown. And I think I paid 40 quid for it, but it's because I'd made money on it. I think I sold the bundle for 50 and sold a game for 20. So when I think all of the PS2s and PS3s and Wii's that I've just like not bought, it's crazy. But you live and learn, don't you? You live and learn. I remember asking Nick and Z a question when they did their tech chat, and I said, and it was when I was first starting, and the question was, Nick had been reselling for 15 years, and Z had been doing it for like 3 years, and I said, you know, when was it that you felt like, yeah, I've got this, yeah, I know what I'm doing, like I'm confident in what I'm doing, and they said, you never feel like that. And that's so true. You're just like, you never kind of think, I know what I'm doing now. I think you might get to a point where you're relieved that you've reached a level. Although when I started reselling, I kind of had this turnover level in my mind, and I thought if I don't get there in a year, I'm packing it in. And I didn't get there in a year. I don't think I got there in 2 years, but I just enjoyed doing the reselling so much. I thought I'm sticking at it. So it's, you know, right. What next? I've got a couple of plushies. I've got some electrics as well. Let's do these. I bought these off a guy who sold me about a dozen, 12 or 15 motorcycle helmets, none of which have sold. And I bought all these motorcycle helmets off him for about 17 quid each. And I'm trying to sell them I tried to sell them originally for 40, but they're just like, they're not going at all. There's another one for the bad buy video. But yeah, these, which I think were a quid each, and they've got the tags. So this will probably do a lot better than the mass amount of motorcycle helmets I bought off him. So I think they're Disney store, are they? Argos Limited. Disney. It doesn't say Disney store. There's no roundel on it. So Yeah, I've grown my turnover, definitely. Yeah, it's I wanted to get to I was, so say about a year ago, I'd be between like 2,000 and 3,000. I mean, it's difficult with turnover because I mean, I had one November where my monthly was up to like 3,700, and I was like, wow. But then February time it went down to sort of 1,800. It was like real peak and trough. But it's just sort of moved up now to sort of maybe between 3 and 4. But it could well, you know, come February it could go, you know, 2. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But generally, year to year, it's definitely grown, and the inventory grown. What someone said earlier about, you know, getting the stuff behind you. That's what I found when I first started. That I had very few items, and you kind of dwell on them. Whereas you look at someone like Nick, and you know, he almost built the momentum with this massive stuff he had, and that takes time. You know, that takes a lot of time. Yeah, Luke does have a problem. Well, I wouldn't call that a problem, Luke, about buying stuff and then giving it away. I think that's a good model, and certainly keep letting me know when you'll want to give the stuff away. I think that's a really good kind of thing to do. I'll definitely go with that. Luke has given me lots of stuff which I've sold for massive amounts of money. So there we go. Keep doing it. Is my tip on that. Right, here we go. Disney Grumpy, Disney Dopey. I have thought about giving some stuff away myself. I've got all this bloody Sylvanian family stuff, which is just doing my head in. This is why I'm in a mess, because I was listing loads of it last week. And I've done that thing which I know you shouldn't do, brought loads of stuff into the house and thought, I'll sort all this out, and then none of it gets done. Yeah, life gets in the way. Yeah, totally. Like I'm out in the morning, ferrying kids around, and I'm, you know, I've got to leave at 1 to do my post, and then a bit after that, I'm up picking up my eldest, and then we've got Cubs tonight, and that'll get in the way, and someone will want to play Fortnite, and then, you know, so. Right, it's a bloody Grumpy plush, which is worth next to nothing. I mean, I'm trying to find a used price on this. I think I might as well just put the two of them together and say 15 quid. You know, that's the vibe I get. Oh, there we go. $9.99. Disney's. Oh no, that's not quite the same. A lot of these have the Grumpy sewn instead of like that's just a printed name on there. A lot of them have them sewn in. $15.99. Nui tags. Auction them. I'd never auction anything unless it's like utter crud, which because I reduce price on a 3 monthly basis. If it gets down to a £5, then it will go auction. But yeah, honestly, out of 600 items, I've probably got like 2 or 3 that have auction. $15.99. Right, that'll be the last one. So I've got to find these blooming Smurfs, which have gone missing. I've got no idea where they are. It's so annoying. I saw them literally 2 weeks ago. So it's just typical, isn't it? And I've got to sort this out. I've got to get this controller. I've got this controller that works, that is rattly. And I've just got to change the casing over. I'm probably going to do that after this stream. And I was convinced I'd already tested a silver controller and it had worked when I listed that silver PS2. But there you go. And it's going to Italy as well on GSP. So, Luke, I haven't looked at the Vodafone thing yet. How long did it take you before you could take out profit? Take out profit. I don't know what that means, Mike. I can tell you how long it took. A good while before I was covering my outgoings, because at the time I started, Liz wasn't working. So it probably, and I'm not saying, whatever your outgoings were, I almost covered my outgoings, but I had to draw a bit on savings. So there were probably about 4 or 5 months before I could cover everything. But I went straight into it. My advice for anyone thinking about reselling who's working would be to start sourcing and practice sourcing. And, just think, okay, I'm going to set because putting it on eBay is the easy bit. It's getting the stuff. Oh, like I said, well, to be honest, I don't really do that, Mike. Anyway, so I would sort of say to yourself, right, I'm going to try and get 50 things a week or 20 things a week, because that is the tricky bit, and finding them at a good price, I don't have a set time that I take, sort of like a salary or whatever. I will just every so often go into PayPal and transfer it into my bank account. That's how I do it. But that's just me, So I don't sort of think, every week I must take sort of X £100 or whatever it is. But normally I will look at it sort of every month or so and take a big batch out, big amount of money, big wad. But in terms of like sales and that, I mean, I still wasn't comfortable. Probably after even like 2 years in, 2-3 years in, I was like, there were months where it just wasn't happening. Yeah. And I think this year is the first year I've kind of felt really comfortable with it. So it's taken a while, Interesting though. Probably in a couple of months' time, I'll be tearing my hair out again and going, nothing's selling. It's ups and downs, and that's what you've got to get used to with eBay. There are ups and downs with how organised you are and how efficient you are. Sometimes I'm really in the groove, and other days I'm like, God, I haven't done anything. What's going on? And some days you start and you're on it straight away, and other days you're like, you don't know what to do. And then with sales, sometimes things are flying out, and then sometimes things are not. So there you go. Right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to leave you lovely people to get on Monday. Get loads of stuff done if you want to. But I hope your sales are really good for this Christmas period, and have a brilliant Monday. It's really good to hear you've been successful. It's finding the bread and butter stuff, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mike. I wouldn't say, I'm absolutely killing it. I'm just sort of someone who likes what they do. So, I don't make huge amounts of money doing this. And I think any reseller would tell you that. They don't do it for the money at all. The main driver, well, for me personally, is doing something I enjoy and the flexibility it gives me. It's not the money. So there you go. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Take care, everyone, and have a brilliant Monday. I'll see you later.